Hi guys, Mike here. It's January 9th. It's supposed to hit 50 degrees here today. Boy, it's crazy. I'm not complaining though. So what we're doing here is we're putting some of the final giblets on the grinder, and we've got most of the other things on. We've got the baskets on the end, and we've got the guards pretty much lined up. It rolls pretty easy, but I can still feel some of the sheet metal rubbing just a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead with it and try it the way it is. I do have a chuck for it, and we'll set that chuck up here in a few minutes once I get these table stops on there. So let's get going on that. Let me get my Allen wrench set. I didn't get those very clean, did I? Whew. Yeah. Scrape some of the schmoo off of there. I was a little suspicious as to whether this is the right stop for the grinder, because it was, the components here were painted a different color. So if it works, that's fine. If it doesn't, we'll have to do something else. Alright, so there, now, let me put this bad boy in there. Yeah, it does look like it's the right one. So, let's try it again. Okay. Okay. There we go. I got one on. Just hold it just so. Hold my tongue in the right position. I have to give it a little persuasion here with the wrench. Okay, we're in there now. I think this is part of what's dragging this. I think creating those rubbing sounds. This doesn't have to be real super tight. Okay. Alright, retract the pin. It rolls pretty freely. I'm pretty happy with that. The noise you hear is not the bearings, it's the guard rubbing. So as long as it isn't rubbing too hard, it'll be fine. Now we're ready to put the chuck up here. Now the chuck's up in place, so we need to get on to making our clamps and our T-nuts. Well, I'll just show you here this little cam lock vise in action. So I've got an odd shaped piece here, but I'll show you how good this thing grips. I'll just put a parallel in here to kind of get it parallel with the vice draws. Lock that down, pull the, and it is in there. And so now we can go ahead and drill. Move my card out of the way so I don't fill it full of chips. I should put some lube on that, but since we're here, we'll just go ahead and do her dry. We've got the mag chuck in place now, and we've made the little clamps to hold it down, so we'll go ahead and install those now. Just barely snug them up here. This is a Chinese chuck. You may have seen these online. I think they're in the neighborhood of $200. So they're a fine pole mag. Everything looks like it should work just fine, but we'll see. One problem is they did supply a back rail, but this is aluminum, and it's in my opinion, is not suitable for a back rail. It's just too soft. It's prone to get dinged up, and you just can't have that. So I'll make one out of steel. Doesn't have to be hardened steel. It just has to be somewhat ding resistant. And so now the battery's died on my wireless mic, and I'm yakking away, and it's all going into the twilight zone. And now this is a simple case of just rolling the table back and forth, and we'll see. Okay, we have a set on 5, and over here we have, it looks like a plus 12. Okay. All right, let's set the 0. Okay, there's 0. And now we are at 1.5. So now let's pop this over a little bit. Back to 0. It's about a half a thou. Okay, there's our half a thou. Pop this back to 0. 0.